Hello and welcome back. So I quickly, this is one of the more latest mods, the IX5 as it is, that I'm going to use for this next task. But I was just going to drive over there, but actually I want to first show you roughly what I put on. So I've got the, some of these are overpowered as you can see. So the engine I've got is an overpowered engine. So just out of interest, the gearbox is a crawler box because I am going to be over rocks. So I've also got the crawler suspension and just the mud singles because I need to be quite narrow. And the roll bar is there, a spare wheel and a step up because I'm quite short. So yeah, I just want to quickly show you some of what I've got. But I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to, as you can see there's like 5 barrels I need to get. So what my intention is to do is to drive over there, pause this for now, and come back to you once I get there. We're not too far away from the start of this task now. This mod has been interesting. It reminds me of the modded TUS 166 that we used in an earlier episode. And yeah, I'm all over the place with the steering. It's again might be a mod that might do better with the steering wheel. So this first point, the kick barrels alpha, this is one that is probably the most difficult one. Is it this one? Or is it the second one? One of these is quite difficult, I'll tell you what it is. Not the first one actually. I think it's the second one that's a bit more difficult. And yeah, the amount of times I got almost within touching distance of the point and then just fell off the rock. So I'm hoping that given I've set this up to configure it as a rock crawler, that it'll do it the first go. So as I'm driving over here I'm thinking, should I have brought over a second vehicle to pick me up? And I roll off and haven't got a winch point. But we'll see. I should actually probably change it to daylight as well. Just to get started. It's not too bad though, is it? But I think I will anyway. I'm thinking ahead to the next one. So I think even in my very first multiplayer on my map, on my save, we did this task. And yeah, there was like 3 or 4 of us, and yeah, we had one particular person, not yet dead, who was determined to get it. Yeah, and, more than once they too rolled off just before we got to the point. And I think if it starts to rain, it becomes even more difficult. Now this first one shouldn't be too bad. I'm sure it's Bravo is the one that's a bit of a thing. Oh, there's a couple of things I want to show you about this, so probably another reason to make it daylight, because that'll be easier to see in daylight. That I noticed as too as I was looking to see if there was any additional options available for it. And there is. You may know of them already. Just do that, stop the engine for a sec. Going to bring it to morning. And then I'm going to go in here, so well, clearly doesn't work without the engine on. One of the things we could do is we can open the hood, and I guess we can look under the hood a little bit. So I quite like that as an option. I guess if you were doing a Let's Play, you could do your repairs, and of course the other one is that you could put the windshield up and down as well to give you that bit more of an open feel. We might just leave that for now. You can see what that looks like now. Trying to think which is the easiest way to come and get that one. Just past these rocks. I'm going to put all-wheel drive back on. So I've got a spare wheel in the back there, but you can put back seats in if you prefer. And I think for this one too, if you have additional mods, it allows you to put like a spare wheel on the back there, but it weirdly required another mod. Right, so that was that one. As you can see, it's not too bad in the water as well. It's coping quite well with this. These feet definitely got wet there, aye? But again, yeah, as I say, it's a bit all over the place, but again, it's just great fun. Great fun to drive it. Right. We head up here. And I'll stay on this view rather than go in cab as I might have done, just so you can see, because it is sort of rocky here. And they're quite loose as well, a lot of these rocks. It's doing reasonably well. We've got some big rocks here in it as a wee car. But, yeah. I think I'm going to have to just change the gear a wee bit. I am getting stuck on these ones here. Diff lock would help, but we're over now, so it's fine. Now I'm stuck anyway. There we go. I'll put the gears down a bit. There's some big rocks, as I say, for such a little beastie. This lock off. So, is that the best route to take? Possibly not, but we're here, and you can see up on the right there, or you did a minute ago, I'm a bit slippy here and all over the place. That's where we need to go. So I have to come round here. And I'll drop it down into slower gears. Just line up a bit. And then get up here. And hopefully it's not going to like me being in diff, but I'm stuck on something now. We are going to get to those barrels without falling off. So often as I got to just this stage here, we would just fall. But yay, I've done it first time this time, and now I have to figure out how I'm getting back down. Right, slowly, slowly, slowly. What way do I want to turn the wheels? That way perhaps? That way perhaps? Or, yeah. Of course there's no visible winch points, but let's see if I can going forward might be a bit easier than going backwards. Come on, little thing. Come on. Just to be in death, so hopefully that will maybe do it, even though it won't like it, possibly. Yes. Oh, don't go. just drive off the whole thing altogether. Right, let's try not to I don't want to drive off there because there's not that much space for me to get a grip. Right, slowly, slowly. Oh. You can probably see now why I didn't want to spend time showing you driving all the way over here, because then I get ooh, ah, ee, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Come on, little one, are you gonna go up? Ah. Well, there we go. We managed to get them, but we didn't manage to get off so well. And of course, there isn't any visible points. I'll be back in a bit. I'm off to rescue the other scout with this scout here, which is another one we've not tried before. And yeah, visibility from this view isn't great, but it's okay. As always, I'm having trouble with steering. I should probably stop blaming the vehicles, start blaming myself. So I thought I'd show you how we got on just on this bit. And yeah, hold on, there's another thing I wanted to say was, so, I mean, I've got loads of repair and fuel on here now, plus that roll bar. But I mean, there's that top one, the very top one, of course, and then there's one at this layer, and then there's actually, I don't know if you can see it just under there, there's another layer just on the bed. So I'm definitely not short of fuel or repair with this mod, and I think it looks really, really cool as well. As they pretty much all do, but yeah, I do really like this. I just left the tyres that came with it on it because they looked quite decent, and they're muddy, so I figured that they would do. But yep, I'll see you when we have hopefully gotten our other little scout uprated. Okay. I'm not altogether sure this task will get completed in this episode, but we'll see. You might see from the bottom left hand corner I've blown a tyre and quite a bit of my suspension getting here. It's not the truck's fault, that's my driving. And the other thing, I'll show you the wheel in a moment. Yes, the other thing to note is that it's quite an expensive mod, this. It's one of the more expensive scouts, and I did sell off a couple of vehicles I had in my storage, including the Royal, to make sure I could afford it in the upgrades. You can see that wheel on the right hand side there is bust. But, lucky for us, we can repair it. And there we go. And that used up all the repairs on the roof rack, and we're still not done. So we've got a few more. It's still showing not 100% now, doesn't it? No. I don't think I actually want to go that way, I just needed to carry on this way. I have friends who've never blown a tyre that play this game, but then I think I've also played it more than what they have as well, so that's my excuse for that. Now, where is my vehicle? Is it this way? I mean, in theory I could leave it and use this one, but the point of bringing this one over was to... I've missed it, haven't I? Rescue that one. Where's it gone? Oh, up here? Yes. It's me getting lost. Sun's bright and I nearly blew another wheel. And that is how you blow them, by running into walls. Now then. Oh, it's going to just roll back over, is it? Maybe I could just push it. I'm going to sneeze. I'm just going to be pulling this poopy thing around. It's a shame. I'm just thinking it shouldn't need much to pull it over, but I'm failing to. Let's do it the way I should do it. With a winch. Attach winch. Yeah, like I said, I don't want it bouncing all the way the other way. Oh, it's a bit iffy looking. Fingers crossed. Right, we're off. So, we've got 3 more barrels to do. It is doable in the time, so as long as I don't mess up anymore. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Steering. Oop. Just bright sunlight. Have a look at the map actually and just make sure I'm heading. So I actually want to go right here to go up and get that one. Turn wheels. Turn the wheel. Because I'm not in gear. I'm trying to go the wrong way. Okay. Oh. Diff lock on. I'm just hoping it controls the steering a bit better, but who knows. Took most of them right off the cliff. That was quite good. Now, careful, careful, careful. I do love how this one looks as well. The little Jeep thing looks really cool. I like the colour, the way it colours up. It's sort of mottled and it's quite cool. Now, let me see, do I need to go right here? I think I do. I think I can get both of these in here. Now then, where are you? I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Ah, yes. Oh. Wow. One more, and this is done for this task. Now my brain's thinking, well, if I had to cover back to the garage, there is another task which needs Scout. Can I get it done within the time frame? Possibly, but I'm struggling here to get turned around, as you can see. Come on, wheels. Turn, turn, turn. Which is... Oh, just slow it down and turn eating into my tank. The flock. And then the other one is up over this way. So I think the rock crawler is quite good. It's not going to like my difflock being on over these rocks though. Yeah, it does have quite sensitive steering. There we go, another one bites the dust. Local entertainment is over. I'm not sure. MI8, alien, ISV, so we'll recover this. So this is the next Scout mod we're going to try, and as you see we've got a tuned 2.5 litre TDI engine, a yeet box, I have no idea what that means, 4-inch suspension, it can go higher, but I think that's okay for what we're doing next. 51-inch Sumex triggers, which is apparently good on everything apart from ice, and then all the time winch, and I don't know what that means either. So the next one we're going to do is a place beyond the spruces, which is up here. So we come along and we'll turn left just after here, and we hopefully, is it getting dark? It is. We're going to just make it morning, get it done in the time we have left. So I haven't actually put much on this. Yeah, I have no idea if we're going to make it up. Okay, we might just go back to the starting boat. So I've swapped it out to these much smaller size wheels, and weirdly I think it's a little bit more stable, and I also changed the gearbox that I had in it as well, and I hope that would help too, and I seem to be getting along a bit better. That was funny though. It's a shame this one doesn't have anything in the back. But, you know. And it should be noted that some of these mods are still a bit of a work in progress when it comes to interiors in particular. Oh. I don't know, I've put a light on, I'm not sure it's going to make much difference. Wheel drive might help though. But it doesn't feel like it's struggling with this terrain at all, which is good. Until now. But it's fine, we just need to put some diff on. Okay, maybe we'll just keep the diff on and go into high gear. What am I stuck on? It's rocks. Quite big rocks. See, maybe I should have put on a bit of a higher... Oh dear. Suspension then. It's really think it's also too like I'm getting some sort of nah, high low. It's doing something a bit weird as well. Anyway, we're okay now. We've still got time. Well, I guess these tyres are called boggers. And maybe I'm beginning to see why. And I wonder why the other ones were called, what they were called then. Maybe boggers makes it so, gives you a bit more sense of being really muddy by the looks of things. Which is interesting and could be a lot of fun. Not a problemo. It's quite a dark windscreen. Oh. Yep, it's my driving. It's actually interesting to see what these boggy tyres are doing. I don't know if we would take this onto a really muddy map, you know, one of the modded ones. That could get really interesting. Whoa. Oh wow. Then I just end up going really slow, which I don't really want to do because we've got to get to where we're going within the time frame, I hope. It does have I should have had some crawler options as well for this one, but maybe we are just going to have to put it into slow gear. I think we're nearly there anyway, so hopefully it'll be grand. Because it's up here. Whoa. No. No. Come on. You know you want to. It's just got a little bit further to go and then we can take you all the way back to the garage and you'll be okay. I'm not quite sure. Really? What you'd want to do with this truck. I think on the right map it would be a lot of fun. Oh, it made that quite a lot harder to go in than what I expected it would. Okay, so eventually we got through those two tasks. So again, once again, thank you all for watching and bye for now everybody.